Hello YouTube, welcome into another part 0 video for our One More Marathon. These are meant to just serve as a general guide to whoever we're playing and general approaches that you might take with them. Today we're talking about Norway, which is a fantastic naval empire, exceptional at war, exceptional at pillaging, and frankly just a lot of fun to play these days. The Berserker has been revamped. Thunderbolt of the North is very different than it was in vanilla and is an incredibly powerful ability. So let's start with that. Allows for coastal raiding for naval melee units and 50% production towards them. That's already very, very good. You get a very early policy in the game to add in another 100% production towards them. You're going to want to prioritize that over at foreign trade, run maritime industries alongside this ability, and you get 150% production towards them. That should allow you to turn your Viking Longships depending on your opening tiles, and is just really, really good. Getting a big naval presence, particularly if you set up the map correctly, can be very, very dominant, very, very strong, allow you to get golden ages and whatnot. In addition to that, receive science for pillaging and from pillaging and coastal raiding mines, in addition to gold. Pillaging or coastal raiding quarries, pastures, plantations give you culture in addition to faith. So not only can you pillage from water, this applies to all of your regular pillaging as well, which is quite ridiculous. You do want to give the AI time to set up some tiles and make sure that they have some improvements so that you can get some value out of this, but this works throughout the game and is really one of the more powerful abilities in Civ 6 period. You can pillage your way to a science victory. You can just pillage your way just to your heart's content. I mean, you can do any, you can accelerate any strategy you want to do, any tech tree you want. This is just really, really, really powerful. You really want to prioritize alongside this. You want to prioritize raid, which is up here in military training. Keep in mind that this is also the spot for veterancy, allowing you to get your harbors up early as well. So let's talk about the next ability. Nar allows you to enter ocean tiles after researching shipbuilding technology. That's an incredible fast ability. Shipbuilding, this is, and it's ocean, right? Not just embarking, it's just ocean. So early naval strategies often include sailing, celestial navigation, and shipbuilding anyways, and you just get the ability to enter ocean tiles, and you can use that very, very strategically, because remember, other people aren't going to be able to enter those tiles that early, and so you can hide out in ocean tiles. You can shoot from quadremes from ocean tiles, and just generally bully the AI, which is already something that's fairly easy to do on a naval map, but it's good fun, and you should definitely take advantage of it. Your naval melee units heal in neutral territory. That's also very strong. That's not that is a promotion that that your naval melee units can get, but it is not a given from the beginning. So being able to do this really, really helps in terms of taking enemy cities and capitals early on in the game. Exceptionally strong ability when you're doing naval stuff. Units ignore the additional movement costs of embarking and disembarking. This is also very strong. You can just enter water tiles like it was a regular old tile, and there's no terrain in water, so you generally can move around builders, settlers, things like that, melee units, horses, whatever you want, very, very quickly. We have the Viking Longship, which is incredibly powerful early on as well, and viable till the mid game. You can pillage enemy coastal lands, capture civilians if using adjacent coastal raiding ability, and 4 movement while in coastal waters. Just the icing on the cake to the rest of the ability. What's nice is all of these are available throughout the game, and this just helps give you that early jump start. The Berserker, a recently revamped ability that is incredibly powerful now. I'm a big fan. It still has a little bit of variance because there is a downside to it. You don't often see this in Civ Civ 6 period, let alone on units. But I after using this in our playthrough, I can say that I'm a fan. Very, very powerful attacks. You do need to be careful, but if you can time them correctly, and you can, because you can coastal raid science and just accelerate your tech tree after going out of your way for naval sort of things, this can just be absolutely dominant and help sort of bridge the gap between Viking longships and sort of your typical Renaissance era caravels and frigates. So this replaces the man-at-arms. It gets 4 movement if it starts in enemy territory, 10 combat strength when attacking, and -5 combat strength when defending against only melee attacks. Again, you need to be a little bit careful and judicious about your attacks with it, but it is quite effective and very, very, very fun. Stave Church often has felt a little out of place for me for Norway. I get it thematically, and does kind of work in your typical progression if you do want to go for a religion. Crusading with Norway is very, very strong and powerful. Remember that I think it's all units. Is it just military units? Just units. So yeah, so your apostles and things can take advantage of this as well. Remember that is an ability that's in religion, and can really accelerate. Sorry, I'm a little bit of a marble mouth today. Can accelerate your holy victory, your faith-based victory. But you get it for free, so you can bring apostles and inquisitors along if you want, and do crusade sort of stuff. So the Stave Church is a replacement for the temple. Holy site districts give additional standard adjacency bonus from woods, 1 production for each coastal resource tile in the city. So they're kind of cute to get, coupled with the fishing boat pantheon. You can get some reasonable tiles to work. It's kind of an awkward thing to go out of the way for, because generally speaking, if you're doing domination type stuff, you want to focus on gold and frankly science. But this, I can see this being useful, and if you're a pro at Norway, you probably find the time to get your religion and do some things like that and crusade your way to victory. Don't forget to pillage. These guys are incredibly powerful these days. They're a lot of fun. I am a big fan of the new Archipelago, or maybe it's not new, but the Archipelago Plus scripting that comes along with better balanced starts. Try that out as a naval map. Any of the other ones will do as well. Island plates, typical Archipelago, small continents, any of those are great ways to play them and have fun dominating your enemies. And don't forget to sub and raid. Thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to stop by twitch.tv/thegamemechanic. Join us live in person on the internet. We'll see you then.